Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a 7-year disaster battle playing as Nagarond. So the situation is that Malekith is stuck in Nagarond, and his army is beaten to crap due to a plague, and Katep has taken advantage of the situation to attack him while weakened. So the garrison there is, everything is just really weak. So the balance of power seems about even, but our forces are such beaten up, and we're going to have the plague that it's really going to hit hard. Malekith really can't justify getting into combat for very long at all. He doesn't have anything that he can do to heal himself. So it's going to be really tricky to deal with this. What's his face has got plague as well, I guess. But I guess he hasn't had it for quite as long. So I don't know. I guess he probably contracted this from Clan Rictus, but he could have very easily have contracted it from his mother. Anyway, let's just jump into the battle. I'll do the best I can. This one's particularly important because with most disaster battles, if I win or lose, more or less the campaign's fine. If I lose this, the campaign's over. He's got like one settlement left after this, so we have to win. And the worst thing about it is that even if he wins, you're still going to have that disease. So, no replenishment. Alright. Yeah, these Skaven plagues are really bad at the moment. They are... they're wrecking me in my Marcus Wolfheart campaign. Alright. Like, it looks like we got a lot of units, which we do, but if we merge them all together, it's probably not even a full stack. And Malekith... Why would you put him on a bloody chariot? Well, whatever. It's your campaign, you do whatever you want.
Bleak swords. The merciless host. Bleak swords. Merciless warriors.
Alright, a lot of missile units. Just getting things organized first so we can figure out what we're doing. And there's the cavalry.
Dark Rider crossbows. The merciless host. Urathan. Dread spears.
Alright, let's figure this out. I don't think these towers are going to be particularly powerful, but we should try to activate them. We'll need every win we can get.
Bolt throwers.
I think if the bolt throwers could fire at the early stages. So how many do we have? 2, 3, 5. Yeah, so it's like merge them together and it's barely... It's 1 and a bit. Okay. Bloody obstructions in the way. So you gotta leave them far enough back to make sure that we can actually shoot over the walls. I don't think sending the cavalry out early is a good idea. Just gonna keep them all in reserves for the time being. The majority of their army is melee infantry. I don't think holding the walls long term is a good idea. So let's just put some bleak swords up here just to activate towers. Most of these towers aren't going to get a chance to shoot. That one might. Oh, good. Okay, that's good. She's on a flying mount. I didn't see that.
Bleak swords. Eager for battle.
They might bring someone around this way. It's possible.
Dread spears. We are ready.
But then I think this is where we need to make our stand.
Dealers in death.
And ideally, really don't use Malekith at all. It's too badly damaged. Now, as for you, what spells you got? Okay. I might be able to do something with this. Alright, let's see how we go. Oh, you bitch. Bloody Katep.
Sister of the Dark Convent, on to battle!
Okay.
Striking out! Going! Carnage awaits! Forward! With pleasure!
Just thinking what to do. We're probably better off using Burning Head over here. Are they moving forward? Yeah, they are. Gotta get a good shot in. Maybe... maybe it would just be easier if I pop down Flamestorm in there. Because if I overcast, there's always a chance of killing a bloody wizard.
Moving out.
Eager for battle.
Going. Onward.
Hang on, if they're trying to hit her, let's see if we could...
On.
Oh, you know what I could do? I can just stop. And then use just a non-overcasted Burning Head. Unfortunately, that first one, there, it didn't go amazingly well.
Setting forth. Advance.
You do have to rely fairly heavily on luck, I suppose.
Sorceress of Grund. Dark sorceress.
But we've done a fair bit of damage to them at the moment.
Sorceress of Grund. No mercy. Striking out. Shenlu.
Just keep them busy for as long as possible there. Oh, why did it do that?
Sorceress. On to battle.
I want you to shoot that. Ideally, if they could... Oh, God, they can't properly see it. Shit.
To destruction.
Onward. Going. Carnage awaits.
It's going to make it very hard to do Arcane Conduits while that's going on.
Shenlu. Forward. Advance. Striking out.
What I could do is this. It's really not the best spell.
Carnage awaits. Eager for blood. Setting forth.
Against infantry.
Onward. Shenlu. On to battle.
Alright, all the enemy artillery there was killed. Look, let's bring these back. Bring them back here. They got a few kills, but we can certainly get more, and let's try to protect them. I'll delay them as much as possible. We'll have this come in again soon.
Sorceress of Grund.
Why does that keep getting put over there? Just stay there.
Destruction.
Sorceress of Grund.
Of course, every...
Moving out.
Okay.
Cold ones.
Yeah, I thought they might bring some guys over this way.
James. Battle calls.
Eager. Striking out. Advance.
Alright, don't need to slow them down just yet.
The Witch King. All shall tremble.
Crush them.
Oh, bitch.
Blooded killers.
Crap.
Forward. Bolt throwers.
It's not really doing that much damage. It's just a nuisance more than anything. It's fine. Don't want to overcast it.
Elfry and Aha.
Normally I would, but she's just too badly damaged at the moment. And the other one there just walks right into it. That also dishes out morale damage. Hang on. Watch where you're shooting. Don't want to hit our own troops.
Setting forth. Sorceress of Grund. Moving out.
I don't know if that's... Oh, you know what? They're right there. How did he do that? Yeah, sometimes with Flamestorm, if you aim it there, you'll actually hit the wall. Quite a few of them died. Did they summon the Shabti? They would have taken about 500 kills by now. There's Katep, that bitch.
Sorceress of Grund.
For the king.
Forward. All powerful. Sorceress of Grund. My power is yours. Sorceress of Grund. On to battle.
Nagarothi.
Just making sure like no one's coming around the flanks here or anything.
Dark sorceress.
Bolt throwers.
Servant of Hecate.
Obviously there's some guys that... Oh, they summoned their Shabti to try to get... Oh my god, that was stupid of them.
Shenlu.
That could have really done some damage and they've totally wasted it.
Ready.
Make them bleed.
It's a good spot here to stand and fight.
Forward! Attend me!
ready.
Maybe just stand back a little bit more.
Battle calls.
Going.
Seemed like a good time to move. That only did a little bit of damage, not too bad there.
All powerful. Eager for blood.
Yeah, they're really reluctant to come over here, but
Battle ready.
they're coming in.
Dealers in death.
You come over here and start shooting that. I'll bring Malekith in there. He can take a little bit of a hit. And he would be okay in this situation here, because those chariots suck.
Battle ready.
Carnage awaits.
Alright, there seems to be a good opportunity for another flamestorm here. Let's take it. And should we pin them down? Nah. There's no need.
Power is yours.
Malekith.
I thirst.
Damn, she got a lot of kills on that one.
The true king.
Alright, I need to send some backup over there. I thought they'd be able to handle it, but I think they just debuffed us. I don't know.
Chosen of king.
Eager.
Man, they're just waiting around. It's great.
Great thing. Back. Murder awaits.
True heir of Anarion.
That doesn't do that much. Oh, we got him. I didn't even realize it. We just got Katep. How'd that happen? They must have just shot him.
Dealers in death.
I lust for slaughter.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
The artillery's done really nicely.
Nagarothi.
They're getting a few kills in here.
Them.
Okay, yeah, Malekith didn't take that much damage there. He's fine. Alright, seems like they want to... Alright, let's bring the shades over here. Get ready to shoot them.
Nagarothi.
My power is yours. Striking out. Forward.
And there's the army losses. Okay, that wasn't too tough. Now, I'll keep going and try to actually save the situation a little bit, because it's not just a disaster battle here. This campaign is in real desperate need of assistance. It's funny, he said he tried this battle multiple times and couldn't win it, so... Yeah, I don't know.
Enslave the weak. Take them captive.
Yeah, that.
Crows.
Bloody Clan Rictus.
The Witch King of Nagaron.
Nah, get fucked. Okay. So let's have a look here. How much longer is this going to last? 3 turns. Oh my god. Is Clan Rictus all the way up to here? No way.
Clan Rictus.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? You never got... Oh my god. You never got a bloody Black Ark. You should have gotten one on like turn 20.
Cease your provocation.
And we're only just now getting this tier 3? Do you have any trade agreements? No, get rid of this. Hang on. Get rid of... Oh yeah, you've actually got 2 other settlements. Altar of Ultimate Darkness isn't plagued. Looking at them, they're still stronger than us. See, we need to get more troops, right? Let's have a look.
Witch King.
Jesus.
Speak. But you
Getting you through these next few turns. If Clan Rictus shows up here with an army, absolutely screwed. And all I can recruit is garbage. I feel like this settlement got sacked. It shouldn't be this low level. So you want to build your slave pen to get a black arc. You should have gotten that already so that you can start basically recruiting from that.
King of Nagaroth.
Oh, look at this. Just in time for immortality. Alright, let's send her down here. I want to search and just see if anyone's going to attack us.
wind stir. My goddess wills
Okay, Hagrief is fine.
it. Servant of Hecate.
Yeah, you should have gone Flamestorm first. Alright, let's have a look at how you've leveled him up. It's not necessarily wrong. I do you a huge favor right off the bat. This is legendary difficulty, right? Yeah. I don't care what you were thinking. I'm gonna do you a favor. This is the way you want to go, okay? Two turns until that plague is over. Didn't it say 3 turns?
Do not vex us further.
So we just have to survive for 2 turns.
King of the True King.
Alright, look. This is relatively cheap, I think. We can rebuild it. Let me just check. Yeah, it's relatively cheap. We can rebuild it, but you really need to start building the slave pens. You've got to get yourself a black arc right away. So that's a ruin. Just trying to think here. Maybe we should just go over there and search the ruin just for shits and giggles. Because we can get a bit of money out of that. And maybe go spread the plague over to Helebron. See if she likes it.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Capturing Rakdo Gorge back would be good. Assuming you took it in the first place. Can't reach the Temple of Cain. Have no idea what's out there. Everywhere you go is going to be attrition. Not maintaining public order, so that's annoying.
The people grow restless.
Too many slaves, huh? Yeah, that's why you need to go with Tyrant. Yeah, look, this whole situation's absolutely fucked. Could go with this, but public order is already pretty bad. You might actually even be better off going to sacrifice to Cain in this situation here, because if anyone attacks us, we need everything that we can get to kill them. And also, slaves is causing you problems, and money will be fine once the plague goes away. Alright, let's get yourself a few more, I don't like Dread Spears. And you got enough. Oh, look, why don't we merge the Dread Spears you got?
Chosen of Cain.
Get a couple more. Okay, and let's see how that goes over the end turn. Hopefully we can just sit on our ass and not worry too much, and the plague will just go away. Now, once the plague's gone, that doesn't mean instantly your army comes back. It's going to take at least 2 turns to replenish that. But yeah, gotta get the a black arc going. You should essentially be able to get a black arc by like turn 10. You need to rush that shit. It's so good. As any Dark Elf faction, you've got to rely very heavily on your black arcs. I think the only person that has a really hard time getting... Well, actually, there's 2 people that get a hard time to get black arcs in the first place. Helebron, because she doesn't start off with any ports, and Morathi, because she doesn't start off with any ports, and it's kind of tricky to get a port. Well, I mean, you can get them. Alright, let's have a look what technology you got. How's your money? It's not too bad. This would be good later, because we don't have one yet. Yeah. Oh my god, you did all of these? Why? Alright, so One more. What? It was 2 turns remaining last turn.
I am the Witch King.
Somebody doesn't know how to count.
They will miscast.
Setting forth. Leaving.
So yeah, we know that that's owned by Skaven, because otherwise it wouldn't be plagued. How many settlements does Rictus have?
Trenched Craven Tail.
And how many enemies does he have?
Mighty am I.
So he's also at war with Nagaroth. Hopefully that's keeping him fairly busy, but he's way stronger than you. The artillery's getting wrecked. Alright, so yeah, we need to get that slave pen up in here. That'll take you 3 turns. And just gotta hope you don't die in the meantime. The plague here ended, so that's good. Like I said, we could go and search those ruins. But it'll use up most of our movement, and I think we need to stay here. Let's just get some more. The reason why I'm going to get Dread Spears over them is just because they're cheaper. And I just intend to merge them all later. Because basically that plague is going to last as long as that's here. Could put him in a different region, but I don't think that's really going to help very much. These units here, not good. So just merge them. Should have done that last turn actually. They're not good units. It's good that you got the shades. Seems like wherever you were recruiting from, yeah, it got destroyed or something. Okay, moving on. Gotta practice some self-isolation at the moment. There's really no point moving around right now. Oh, shit. What are they doing? Okay, that's fine. Plague for them ended. Ended at Hag Grief. But what's gonna happen for us? You'll need to go back in there, I think. Plague's over. Okay. We just shaved off 2 turns in 1 turn somehow. Alright, cool. So. And, okay, the replenishment will start coming in next turn. It hasn't replenished yet. So, we don't want to keep all these bloody Dread Spears. That is not the makings of a good army. Let's get rid of that. Oh, hang on. Even though it's cheap, just no. Alright, rebuild in here. Don't need to build any military build. Wow, we're in a pretty desperate state at the moment. We should probably get some dark shards. Well, wait. What about shades instead? To spam some shades. But if I get this up to tier 3, we can get... you've got 1 Reaper Bolt Thrower that survived, so we don't need to get any more. Den of Outlaws. I wouldn't normally do this, but since you're in desperate need of like really good troops, you want to replace these Dark Riders immediately. Just get all shades up in here. That would be ideal. Alright. I'm going to block this army here.
All life must end.
God damn my luck. Still, if I can't reach it, it shouldn't be able to reach me.
Malekith.
And what are we going to want to put in there? Okay. Probably just best save up the money, wait for better troops to show up. Okay. See if we can get a peace treaty with them. No. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. So bad. Another problem, though, as well, is that if we get a Black Ark, it could lure them over here to attack. By a sea. So yeah, we'll have to figure something out for that. But we can't be moving just yet. Too weak. No point getting Dread Spears. Any more of them, this is pointless. Unless you want to play an auto-resolve only campaign, which I do not recommend. Not on legendary difficulty. Dread Spears will not cut it. Okay, good, they left the area. I don't know what they're dealing with, but whatever, it's good. First settlement you're going to want to retake is obviously Hagreave. Duh. But we got to be very careful that there's no Skaven in the area before we go down there. Alright, there's going to be a revolt here. That's fine. To give Malekith some extra practice. And the garrison is getting restored. Cool. I wouldn't bother occupying this, not on legendary difficulty. If you can't get the capital, don't bother. The big downside as well is that I'd probably want to get moving down towards Hagreave, but I can't do that because of we're also going to want to get some more shade. How are those? Like one Reaper Bolt thrower should be enough for us to capture this. That shouldn't be a problem. I just need to make sure in the general area that there's no filthy fucking rats. Okay, seems relatively safe, because what we're going to want to do is come down a little bit of the way, go into ambush stance. We don't want them to know we're coming, and then cap that.
We are displeased.
Yeah, we don't want to have to keep coming back here constantly, so public order will sort things out a little bit. Yeah.
My cruelty knows no limits.
We won't need to keep it there forever, that building. But there's nothing else that we really need. Okay, that all seems fine for now. There is another option. Actually, I might even do that. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll just wait until next time before we get that in. A revolt here, I think it actually... Hang on, can we get some Bridgemen for now? Yeah, we could. Alright. A revolt would be good, because you really do need to get some more levels up. We don't need her to level up any more than this. She's good now. Oh, but she does need extra replenishment. But she'll be fine. She's immortal, she'll be fine. So yeah, take out that rebellion. Move down here. Hagreave is destroyed. Whatever. You don't need Malice. This is the weakest Dark Elf Legendary Lord. No, well, not physically weakest, but just doesn't provide anything for the faction.
I am the Witch King. Slaughter them.
Alright, let's get rid of this. Can we auto-resolve it? Yeah, we're better off auto-resolving it because that should wipe them out. Cool. Minimal damage. Could afford it manually to farm it twice, but it's going to lead us in the wrong direction. Let's take that.
I am unstoppable.
Okay, then... see if I stand here in ambush stance. Alright, look. Just go back to Nagaron just for the turn. Wasn't ideal, but if we're not going down here in ambush stance, you have to be very careful against the Skaven. Caution is incredibly important. Alright, okay, now we can get, well, next turn we can get that. Plus that'll help you with your slaves as well. Give us a bit of extra buffer for public order. And we'll just keep scouting around here, make sure there's no filthy Skaven in the area. Also, it would be good to lure these agents away from wherever Malekith is going to ambush dance. Otherwise they could detect him and they could send in an army to attack you. Capturing this will sort out your financial needs, and you'll be able to switch the Black Ark between the different ports.
There is growing unrest.
Alright, now... Yeah, see, that's really gonna help. I would go with this, definitely. Essentially, you want all three. They're all good. They're all good. Maybe I should have fought that battle twice. Too late now. Go with this right now, because that's going to really help with money. And also...
The people are displeased.
Yeah, don't build that right now. Well, it increased the growth and the tax rate here, so that'll give us more of a buffer for money for next turn.
I am the Witch King.
Okay, moving on. That's okay, as long as they don't ambush us. That's the only thing that matters. I'll try and block it. In fact, it could be good to keep their army in there, because that way I'll just kill them all in one go. Problem is I don't have much artillery. It would have been great if we could have kept the 3, but they were just really badly damaged.
Gifts from Cain.
God, that plague really took some recovery time. Now we're definitely going to want to pop this down. What's this?
Cease your provocations.
Normally I would just disband this, but now's not the time to be picky. Hang on, before I recruit that, just make sure this guy here is blocked.
Let them suffer.
Man, that is so unlucky. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, okay, we've got to get some of the way down here and go into ambush stance.
Malekith, King of Naggaron.
Alright, now, if we hire this dude, there's a good chance that this guy's going to attack it. So we should probably wait until next turn now. So that's just to keep him hidden. Because, yeah, we do not want to be ambushed with this kind of army. It's not going to be suitable for it. Public order's not great, but we'll manage. They shouldn't detect us. We're not really close to any agents. Ah. Well, it'll make the battle at Hagreave a lot easier with them not being here. And now we're completely safe to get that. Oh, I wonder if I could have actually put it in the garrison of Naggaron. Or maybe I could have recruited it last turn. Oh, well, it's too late now. It's only one turn. It's not going to make that big of a difference.
Do not vex us further.
And he'll help us in this battle to come. Cool, and yeah, you definitely want to be like reducing upkeep cost on your black arcs. And just be focusing on growth. This is where you want to be doing all your recruiting from. But focus on getting straight to tier 5 first, I guess. And get the growth buildings. Probably want to destroy this to begin with. And yeah, like, don't be using it for recruitment just yet. Just focus on growth. And then when it's at tier 5, then just build everything super quickly. You know, think a little bit ahead, rather than, you know, work your way up from tier 1 to tier 2. It's just a waste of time. You can rush the growth, especially with these techs here, but we should probably grab that one first.
Ever vengeful.
And there we go. They didn't detect us.
Skilled sorcerer. I can feel their power.
Probably could just auto-resolve that.
Come. End them.
It's kind of important to loot when playing as... oh, good, they got it to tier 4. Which means... Because last time I looked at it, it was tier 3, so... Otherwise, we would have kept it at tier 2. So that's good, and it's all just about the slaves. So over here, just hold off on the slaves for now. You want all of your slaves going into one province at a time. So yeah, you want... request additional slaves there, yeah. Alright, and it had grief. Probably don't bother about public order for the time being. And this... probably should repair it. And... yeah, and don't bother repairing that, because it's going to be ages before it grows. And, okay, that's... obviously, you still got a tough fight ahead of you, but having 2 provincial capitals fairly close to each other, this is the areas that you want to defend, and just build up your stuff from here. You're super late getting this here, even though it's only turn 52, but you should have got it at turn 10, essentially. Focus on growth of the Black Ark, because once you're recruiting from here, you can recruit them like straight to like tier 7, get heaps of them, put your army on the Black Ark when you're not using them, so that you can reduce upkeep costs, make a shitload of money, and then just move from province to province. Because Dark Elves in the early stages of the campaign will have a hard time maintaining public order unless you put a lot of these public order buildings in. But you could also farm the revolts for money, so it's up to you. But anyway, that particular disaster situation is solved. The AI really didn't do a good job at defending themselves, but it was still really iffy. We had to be very cautious every step of the way. If we had just rushed down there straight away, we could have very easily gotten wrecked. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.